Looking at the weekly chart for ChainLink, you can see we've got these big swing highs here, just getting lower and lower. So we know that in terms of the weekly, prices obviously been in a very bearish move, and then we've broken these levels which we were hoping to hold for quite some time. I'm just going to draw those out. So these levels right here, we were looking to see price, hold above, but it kept breaking these levels, these fractals there, and then we broke this one, and then finally this, which we, once you close below this level, that's kind of signaling that price is probably going to come down again, maybe pull up and do another high before coming down some more. But before we get into seeing if it's going to do that, we have to look at the month. On the monthly, we can tell if there's going to be a big key level that's going to be reached, which is looking at the next 11 days. So as of the recording of this video, we've got 11 days left to the closing of this candle, and this is going to kind of be a big determining factor for the kind of long-term progression of this cryptocurrency right here. So we're at this fractal low. This is the monthly levels right here, the monthly structure, and we're coming down to test this fractal low right here, and a close below this level basically signifies for me that price is pretty much done for the month, for the monthly, and we're looking to see new lows coming down, all of those $2, $3, even maybe $1 levels that people are talking about, seeing price go. We can potentially head to there, and I'll just show you where on the chart, we're looking at these previous levels where we broke here. We can see that these are some nice demand zones that have been created, and we're very close to them already, but again, the closing below this candle will determine whether we're likely to go into those or not. As of now, we're just dipping around. So if we close up, that's a great sign for the bulls. There'll probably be some, long-term plays that I'm definitely going to be getting involved in to see that, rise up and occur there. But I'll go back to the weekly. And what we have on here is another key level, or rather key point in the market, where we have a couple of fractals, at least this one and this one, but I'm just going to keep the lowest one because we have clipped both of them. So these fractals here we've not closed below them on the weekly, come down, failed to close below these two levels. So that's a nice failed swing low right at the bottom of this market structure range on the monthly. And obviously the weekly, we know it's bearish, but this could potentially be a sign for a price to turn around. However, it's not the greatest. I do want to see what the month is really going to do rather than, making plays on the week. But of course, you can get some good intraday action, if you know what you're doing and following your price action plan, because right now where we are, there definitely is, probably some not long-term entries, some intraday entries that we can, swing on the 4 hour and below, but I'll get into those later. So right now, let me just move that correctly. So here we are, yeah. So here we failed to close below this level here. And then if we move down to the 4 hourly, what we can see is we've got that demand zone that's been hit. It's been validated, price came down. There's our fractal high. We broke that structure. And now in the 4 hour, we're in a nice bullish structure. Though price is contracting, that contraction is just, let me just move this out the way first. So price is just contracting. We've got this section here where price is just coming to the tops, coming to the lows, and then we're going to see if, are we going to test this level again and come down and just keep swinging around, or is price going to break above this area here and then take us to a new market structure? But I will bring back my zone there, and yeah, so that is what we're looking for. There are probably also some 4 hour action going on down here, for guys that like to do the 1 hour and below, for those short-term things. You definitely saw something down at the bottom here. I'm not going into that in this video, but I do know that a few guys in the group definitely did work on that and got some good gains. But for now, we're looking to see, are we going to come out of this contraction phase and break a new high? We've continued to break. We broke this level there, then we broke this level, so we're going to continue to break levels. Price does kind of indicate that it's about to do that, mainly because once price is broken 1-2 levels, then that, or you don't know, but it's a strong indication that price is going to continue that move forward. But also, as I said, be aware that the weekly is doing its thing. So there's a chance that may not occur, and then if we break down here, then we know the opposite is going to happen, and then this demand zone is definitely going to be tested. Probably may not even hold out if we close below this 6.62 level here. but I'm going to go up to the daily just so we can see what's happening here. And as you can see on the daily, also the range is still bearish. You can't really see the purple line. Let me just get that out of the way. So this purple level right here is our low, and then that's our highs, and you can see it's still again bearish. Price has just gone, you know, a little bit sideways, but on the 4 hour we know that price is definitely contracting. So we're going to see, you know, is price going to hold above this fractal level that we closed above on the weekly, and, you know, test for new levels up. The big level is obviously this, you know, $10 I say is always the psychological point, but in terms of the market structure, we're looking at this $12 level to see if price can come up and close above here. But again, this is not something that I'm going to be holding out for until, you know, we get to that 31st of May time, and then we can see what prices are really doing. But if you're already involved in something now, then, you know, those are kind of the targets I'm looking for, and then your stops are obviously down here. So that is what I have for you on Link. If you like what you're seeing, what you're hearing, drop a like and subscribe.